This video is going to show people how to connect their Android device to the New South Wales Department of Education's wireless network. Please bear in mind that there are two things that you need to understand. Firstly, that the Department of Education's wireless network operates on a 5 gigahertz range. Many Android devices only connect at 2.4 gigahertz. So that's the first thing. You need to make sure your device is capable of connecting at 5 gigahertz. Secondly, your Android device also needs to have Android 4.0 operating system or higher, because the New South Wales Department of Education requires proxy support. So your username and password has to be able to be in your device somewhere. And Android versions below 4 do not provide that support. So they are the two things that you need to be aware of. If you're not sure what version your Android is, let's have a look at that now. So firstly, we'll see what version your Android device is. We can start by clicking on the clock, just here. So once I tap on that clock, it gives me an expanded options, and tapping on the clock again will take me to this wider options. And now I can see the settings panel. So that's what I wanted to get to, settings. So if I tap on settings, then I can scroll through a range of options to learn about my device. Okay, right at the very bottom is a setting called About Tablet. And the About Tablet then gives me information specifically to this particular device. And I can see here that this tablet is running Android 4.0.4. So I know that it will have proxy support. Okay, pressing the home button will take me back home, and I'm now going to find the Wi-Fi network. So tapping on the clock, it does say straight away Wi-Fi connections are available, but if your device isn't showing that straight away, you can tap on the tiny little settings icon just here. Now settings again to take me back into that settings space. So this time I'm going to scroll to the top where it says Wi-Fi, and there's a toggle switch here so I can turn my Wi-Fi off or on. So that's the place where you can turn your Wi-Fi off and on. Now that I've turned it on, it lists some of the wireless internets. It will also show me the strength of those wireless networks and whether they are locked. There is a tiny padlock on some of them. You can see the environment I'm in has a guest network that doesn't have a lock on it. But I'm going to choose DEC NSW, which is my first option now because it has the strongest signal. Now it's asking me for my identity. Now my identity is my username and my password, so that's where you go ahead and type in your username and password. All right, so first of all, my username. Okay, so I've typed in my username, lawrence.dirks@DET. Now, when you're connecting to the wireless network, don't forget to put the @DET. All right, so it's, if I scroll down a little bit, I get a field called Anonymous Identity. Now you can go ahead and also enter your username in there. It's your internet portal name. So it's the same thing. And in the password field, also go ahead and enter your portal password. Now remember, when it comes time to updating or changing your portal password, you will need to go back to your device and you need to update that same password in your device, else you will find that your device will no longer connect. All right? If it's helpful, feel free to tick Show Password so that whilst you're typing your password, you can see that you are typing it correctly. Or you can leave it unticked. The option is up to you. Okay, once you've typed in your portal password, you'll need to tick Show Advanced Options and scroll down again. Now, then you're asked to put in your proxy settings. Well, we're going to switch from none to manual. So I'm just tapping on none, switch over to manual, because I need to tell this device how to get out to the outside internet, outside of the DET network. So now that I've changed my proxy settings to manual, I'm going to put my proxy. So I'm going to tap on that proxy field. I'm going to type in the words proxy.det.nsw.edu.au. Once you've typed in proxy.det.nsw.edu.au, the port is 8080. So just tap inside that port field, 8080. And IP settings, you should leave that on DHCP. All right, once you've put all those settings in, you'll hit connect. And then your device here will then should say connected. Okay, that's a good sign. Once I've got connected, I can tap the home button on my device and I can open up Internet Explorer, for example, to test the connection to see if I have a live internet connection.